welcome back to another let's make a pattern outfit. I don't know, what are we calling this? We should have like a catchy name. I'm getting a little chilly. I'm in like the basement and it's a little banky down here, so I just finished making a sundress and bloomers pattern. And so I didn't make the pattern, I used the pattern to make the outfit. Let's make something else. I've got a couple hours to kill. I thought maybe we could do a random number generator so that I didn't have to choose the pattern, because if I chose the pattern we would never get through this, because I have so many, it's like overwhelming to have to choose. We've got 140 patterns, and in those 140 patterns there's like a ton of versions. So here's the thing. One, whatever number it lands on, I will probably do that number. And I say probably because one, if it lands on something where I don't have the material currently in my room, I'm not leaving to go get material or like odds and ends. So like if it calls for a zipper and I don't have a zipper, I'm not gonna go get it, although I do have zippers, so that's not the exact example, but like, you know what I mean. Also two, if I just don't want to make it, I don't want to be miserable, but I will try my hardest to accept whatever number it lands on. Or also, if I make this pattern a lot, like it's not new or new-ish, like if I make it a lot, I might say no, because I want to try something new. Those are my stipulations, only because like we're not here for misery, you know. Maybe I should just do whatever number it lands on, but 140. So out of the 140 patterns, like say it lands on, if it lands on number 6 is a t-shirt, but it could be long sleeve t-shirt, it can be short sleeve t-shirt, it can have a waistband or it cannot have a waistband, it can have armbands or no armbands. So like there's different versions of things. So whatever number it lands on, I'll look at it and I'll choose which version I want to do based on like the material I have and like what I want to do. So we put in, so the minimum is 1, the maximum is 140, and we're gonna hit generate 83. So we're gonna scroll to number 83, and that is the tea time shirt. And we'll just do it because I wanted to make this whole set. So there's a vest, shorts, and a shirt. And I bought the bundle, and so now I want to make all of them. So the shirt will be the first step. Let me grab out the pattern. Some of my patterns have projector pattern pieces and some don't. This one technically does, but I bought it in the bundle, so it didn't come with the projector stuff, so I actually don't have it. It is in binder number 8. I have all my patterns in this Google Sheets thing, and they're numbered over here just because that's the number they land on. And then I put the pattern number right here in row A. Some of them don't have pattern numbers, like if the company doesn't make one. Then I put the name of the pattern in B, and then I put what sizes they come in row C. And some of them don't have sizes, like if they're accessories or something. And then I put what type of pattern they are. So like a romper, vest, shorts, dress, toys, accessories, bottoms, pants, whatever. And then I put what kind of fabric they take. So woven or knit fabric, or some of them take either one. And then I put the company, the pattern maker name on there. And then I put a Y or an N for yes or no if it comes with a projector pattern. And then an H, I put what number binder it is in if I've printed it and it's in a binder. And if it is in a binder, I also add what size I've cut out already if I've already cut out a certain size. And then the I row, some of them are highlighted, and that's because I've made them this year. And so I'm going to keep track each year if I've made the pattern. That way I can know, like, oh, I've made this one, but I haven't made this ever, and so I can try new things. I have all of my pattern binders right here, and they're numbered 1 through 14, and they're organized by kind of type. So in number 1 is all of my knit tops, then my woven tops, then my knit rompers, woven rompers, knit bottoms, woven bottoms. 7 is like baby specific stuff. 8 is the one that this pattern is in, and it's girl patterns from a company called Paparita. Number 9 is girl patterns from other companies. Number 10 is store-bought patterns. Number 11 is all of the patterns from a company called Retro Sparkle Designs. Number 12 is like hoodies and jackets and coats. Number 13 is accessories, so hats, bags, stuff like that, accessories, shoes, socks. And then number 14 is stuffies, so teddy bears, dogs, any stuffed animals would be in that one. So that's how I kind of keep myself organized. I started this system before I got the projector. Now, if it has a projector pattern, I don't even get into the binder. I just project it onto my cutting table and cut the fabric. It's much easier to do it that way, but not everything comes with projector patterns, although most things do. And technically this pattern does, it just didn't come with the bundle that I bought. This one is full, buddy. All right, this is the girl Paparita. So this pattern is from Paparita Patterns, which is my absolute #1 favorite pattern company. These instructions are thick, which is a little intimidating, actually. Hopefully there's not that many steps, but it should be fine. So here is what it looks like. How stinking cute. It has a collar, and it looks like the bottom kind of flares out a little bit. At least for that one it does. And then the sleeves look like they have elastic in them. So let's see. It says, the description says, the tea time shirt is a pretty and versatile shirt for your girl or baby girl. The design can be frilly with yokes and gathered bottom sides, or very simple and feminine. Long sleeves and short sleeves can be added to both versions. So there's 2 different versions. Oh yeah, I can see that now. There's like a yoke on this with gathered, or just simple. I think we're gonna go with the yoke one and short sleeves, but we'll keep reading. Colored snaps or buttons and a colored bias tape as the neck line facing make this shirt so pretty. So I don't have bias tape, but we'll just make our own. And instead of snaps, we will use buttons because I am terrible at snaps for some reason. So the snaps go all the way down the back, which is super cute. And then this is the full outfit. So there's the tea time shorts, the tea time vest, and the tea time shirt that kind of goes with it. So if I wanted to make the whole outfit, I think I would have to do this version because that goes with the vest, it looks like, and this one doesn't. But I guess it wouldn't really matter. Oh yeah, that one can go with the vest too. This is kind of the drawing of what it looks like. That's so helpful. All right, so we've got to decide what size we want to do. This goes all the way up to size 10, so newborn to size 10. The shorts are gonna be so easy. I feel like the shirt and the vest are gonna be like the hardest parts. So maybe we make, let's go ahead and do like a size, let's do a size 3T, because I don't have anything made in that size, and I feel like a lot of people like that size. So we'll just do a 3T. So the next step is putting the pattern pieces together. Because I haven't made this before, we're gonna have to start from the very beginning. I have printed it, obviously, so I don't have to wait on it to print, but I'm going to have to tape all these pieces together to cut out like a hard copy. And what I do is I cut out a hard copy. Well, it depends on the day. I could either do a hard copy and then trace the size I need, or I can just straight up cut out the size I need, but then have to reprint every time I need a different size. So we'll probably trace, so I don't have to do this a million times every time I want to make a new one. Who knows, I may never make a new one anyway, but whatever. So this is what it will look like when all the pieces are taped together. This is going to be quite boring, I think. So, I mean, quite boring to watch. So I might just like time lapse it and stick my earbuds in and watch something and just try to get through it. Actually, I do want to mention a couple things before. So if you've never done something like this, there are 2 ways to make sure that you've printed the correct size. One is this box. It's a 1 inch by 1 inch. So you use your ruler to measure it, or your tape measure. Because if it's not the right size, your whole pattern could be off. So this is the right size. And then this company also has you measure the outside box, and it's supposed to be 10 inches as well. And it is, so you know you've got the right size. So some printers might accidentally scale it wrong or whatever, and you have to like go in and change your settings. And so you want to make sure that you've printed the correct size, because when you start making it and it's like, even if it's just a few centimeters off, the whole thing could be wrong, and it won't fit and it won't work out the way you need it to. So anyway, that's really important. And yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is cut along one of these sides, so then I can tape it together. This is just a long process. This is why I love the projector, but not an option this time. So we're gonna not complain about it and just get to work. Gotta stop for now. Hopefully I'll come back down this afternoon or this evening and be able to work a little more, but I have it all taped together. It looks like a giant blueprint, and that's kind of what a pattern is a giant blueprint for how you're gonna make the item. Anyway, I will hopefully come back down. I'll be able to cut out the master and then trace out the size I need.